Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our full BZ Plus playthrough. In our last episode, we got everything ready for our flying robot frames, except for the fact that we're really out of iron, which is not good, but it'll catch up eventually, and we'll get more eventually. But first I want to finish setting this all up. And so we need to bring over the gyroscopes, the electric engines, the batteries, bring up green circuits and titanium, and then we will be good to go. So let me start with that. Bring these gyroscopes over. Oh, that's one tile too far. So we'll get that. And then that will, I guess, come through here. Oh, that was a bad choice. One tile lower. There we go. Yeah, we've got all sorts of things here. So that'll be robot frame. This will be robot frame. That's 4 of the ingredients. And then what is it? The titanium? And then we do need red chips to go into the logistic bots. What is the bottom horizontal line for? Oh, this? Oh, that was copied over from the blueprint on the engines. That was unnecessary, is what it was for. I mean, it was necessary over there, but this is a different part of the base. What's over there? Let's remind ourselves. That was for the belt of sulfur going across to chemical science. All right, so I need 8 assembling machines doing this. And then flying robot frames. And we've got 5 ingredients, 1 out ingredient, but I want to be able to beacon. So the beacons go there. This will be 4 ingredients. This will be the 5th, and this will be the output. So we'll just do undergrounds for that. Maybe we don't need full undergrounds. Although we won't be able to do power over here. Because I don't yet have, whatchamacallit, substations. When do I get substations, actually? Oh. Just kidding. With red circuits, we can do substations. We'll get that researched, at least. I don't have it yet, and I probably will want logistics bots for it, because I'm going to need red chips all the way back here. I could hand feed it for a while, I guess. They only need 5 each. So, that's an option. Okay, so we'll get all that built, and then this is the same story. And then this goes out. And just make sure they're on the same side. I think they generally are. I don't think I have to fix that, but I always worry about it. Okay. So these are 4 of the ingredients, and now we just need the titanium plate, which is down here somewhere. It's on the other side of diamonds. I really need the lines here. Okay. So that'll do it for titanium, and that should be it. Yes, Tasty Spaghetti could get the red circuits over there too. But I already have lots of Tasty Spaghetti, and we're closing in on being able to do purple science and get, requester chests, so I could manually feed substations till then. I'll get rid of my gyroscopes here. And my batteries. And my electric engines. What else are electric engines needed for? Exoskeletons, power armor, and then late game spaceship thruster. Cool. Flying robot frames are here. Woo-woo! So now we can automate these deep core mining drones. And that will allow me to build MOHO mines. Very important. So we need diamonds, tungsten carbide, red circuits, electric mining drills. And that's pretty much the same recipe again. So what I'm going to do real quick is... How did an engine get on here? Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh, I'm just being a silly here. This needs to be green circuits only. So we need to do that. Because there are engines on this line. Hopefully we got them. Okay, I do want a few green circuits. Alright, so then we do want green and red circuits. Red is down here. On the top. I think it's there. So that's red. And then green. Okay, so this will be simple but functional for logistic bots, construction bots, and yeah, we're going to need to set up automation for roboports at some point, but that point is not yet. And then there are these here. I'll put into some chests with one stack for now. Okay. Get the red circuits hooked up, and that should do it. And then the main thing we need the little flying robot frames for, which will be over here, is the deep core mining drones. We need more belts, unfortunately. I'm going to want to automate that. But they don't need to be fast, because I only need them to build the MOHO mines for now. So, if I had requester chests, I would actually just bring the flying robot frame all the way back. And tungsten carbide, what is that again? Tungsten, oh, it's like steel, but tungsten version. Coke and graphite. Okay. Definitely take the yellow belts. Take all those. We are becoming belt poor very fast. But hopefully this is enough to get things done. And then we will work on more iron. Hey, we can even put our first MOHO mines on iron. That'll feel good. I do need more of these. Oh, solder. Oh, sod it. And some steel. Now, coke we can just make from the coal, because that's on the belt. So that's what we'll do there. Unfortunately, we do need quite a few objects for the drills. Where even are they? Oh, there's a lot of fluids when it comes to the realistic fusion power. Got our work cut out for us there. What is it called? Drone. That's what it's called. I don't need anywhere near one a second. I think, honestly, 6 a minute is going to be more than enough. I'll just do one assembling machine even. But we need one for that, we need that, and we need this. And then we need these two. I think that's everything that's on the bus. Yeah. Okay. Let me pin that. Yeah, it would be a source of infinite ore. So essentially the deep core, the MOHO mines don't mine the chunks. I did check on that. We were wondering about that before because it shows, you know, the expected resources as that they are infinite. It's not just 30,000. And then this shows as that it would provide both types of resources, but the MOHO drills don't. They only provide the ore because I don't even have the ability to process the chunks yet. So it's just a very small amount of ore for now. And then once we get into the next tier of science and we get the deep core mining drill, then it gives me the chunk and the ore, or maybe just the chunk, I'm not sure which, and then that will allow me to process that into lots more ore, because each one is worth 8. So the yield is very small for now, but it's not 0, which is important. And apparently you can use drones to manually harvest resources from the patches, according to what you're saying, Archcraft, but I did not know that. I don't see a tool here. Is this what you were talking about? Anyway, okay, so we need iron. Oh, that's going to be an issue. Iron is always an issue. Deep core mining planner. Tool to mine and remove ore patches and deep core cracks to clear land and get a dump of resources. Requires deep core mining drones and sulfuric acid barrels for uranium ore patches and deep core cracks. Interesting. So I think that's if you just want to get rid of them forever. And you get a one-time chunk of resources. But that requires the next tier of resource, or deep core mining. Which is pretty deep into purple science, because we need to get Module 3s researched. The nice thing is they don't cost anything new in terms of resources. So we're not going to need to automate anything new for them. We just need to get purple science going. And so these deep core mining drills get these chunks, which then the chunks you process with sulfuric acid to get a bunch of ore. So that's nice. Well, I mean, it's not 2, it's like 4. And this costs 1,000. So it's not like just a couple hundred purple. I guess it's only one other purple technology. These are blues. So I forget how much is available with just chemical science and vanilla. I'm so used to mod packs changing that. Anyway, we need diamonds, so those are coming forward anyway. And then, I don't know, we just need a lot of belts. Oh crap. Can they mine wood? I don't think so. Unless wood was a resource you could mine from the ground. I think that's a no. Okay, almost there. Is that it? I think that's it. Nope, a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so diamonds are up. Yeah, let's just pin that again. Where'd it go? I lost the pin button. Oh, it's over here. Did it used to be over here? Am I crazy? I think it used to be over there. Maybe I'm making that up. It's very possible I'm crazy. Alright, so we've got the robot frames go into the final product. And the drills themselves don't require robot frames. They require the mining drones. So then this will be mining drill. And that requires gears and aluminum cable. So that'll be iron and aluminum. Yes, Flaberia, I did notice that the update changed a lot of icons, but I think it might have moved spots too. Okay, so we've got that. That goes to the right. Oh, we actually need... Shoot. It needs to be over here. Because then we still need iron plates as well. Okay, and then that is the drones. Okay, so that's the one input, and then we need tungsten carbide, diamond, red chip, and robot frame. Okay. Well, 2 of those are there. And then tungsten carbide needs a foundry. Crap. Let's just real quick make some silica. And grab some stone brick. Oh, we already have some, I guess. Okay, so then we need the coal, we need graphite, we need tungsten. So coal, graphite, tungsten are the 3. Tungsten's way down here. Tungsten will be there. Graphite and coal. We'll just do that. And tungsten. Okay. So this guy goes up and feeds. You do that. And then tungsten itself comes up. I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. So carbide's good, and then we need the red circuit, bunch of iron plates, which we don't have, and that should be it. And red circuits are over here, so I will just go ahead and bring them over. And tungsten carbide. Go ahead and put it on the same belt there. And there we go. Deep core mining drones. Woohoo! This was some work to get here. And then the MOHO mines require most of the same stuff except steel. And then instead of robot frame, we need the drones themselves. So we'll put that there. And then I need to bring steel up from somewhere. Where even is steel? Holy cow. I don't think I knew it was this low. Okay, so we'll start there. Okay, there we go. And steel comes up. And we still need this and this. And technically, we have MOHO mining drills automated. Now, practically, it's going to take a while because we're missing all sorts of stuff. I'm going to just give him a bunch of... In fact, I'm going to give him everything I have. Get rid of my inventory. Except for steel. Yeah, that should be enough. Why is this... Oh, it's just very slow. Okay. Hopefully that's enough to get a few going. The issue might be the iron plates. The iron for gears. So we'll throw some extra in there. We're going to prioritize left here. So we don't lose as many of the robot frames to stuff I can't even use yet. And then... we're getting close. Just a few more. And we will have our first MOHO drill. Yay! 4 megawatts each, though. Definitely power hungry. I did double all the power requirements for the 3 types of drills because we have realistic fusion power, and that's going to give us lots of power eventually. So we still have nuclear power as a big goal. We need to mine uranium as a subtask, as well as, you know, craft nuclear stuff. Because that stuff's expensive. It's not just a couple things. But here, we're almost at our first drill. Yes. It has begun. Oh, they are a slow crafting time. 80 seconds. But there you go. You probably can't productivity, right? No. That's fine. I can productivity the robot frames, but nothing else. Probably this. Oh, foundries don't have module slots. I wonder if the electric foundries do. Yeah, Cobra X is purple, which is usually why I don't rush nuclear super fast, because the amount of uranium you need per fuel cell is pretty high when you can't recycle any of it. Like, let's find out what it is. Fuel cell So they have 8 gigajoules. So let's say you wanted 8 gigajoules every... So that would be 1 gigajoule. So that's 1,000 gigawatts. Or 1,000 megawatts. So let's say you wanted 100 megawatts. The amount of uranium you would need with no Covarex. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Did I do that right? I think I did that right. Only 2 uranium a second is needed for 100 megawatts of nuclear power. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, that's cheaper than I thought it would be. It might be Factorio too. Yeah, you need a lot more uranium in that one because of one of the tech cards. But this is pretty easy. I forgot how easy vanilla nuclear is. It's almost like ridiculously easy. Yeah, that's 100 megawatts right there. Okay. Well, that's disgustingly cheap. But I do kind of want to focus on the realistic fusion power. I'm not sure exactly when we start getting... I think it's in purple science you can actually get some power out of it. So you can see here, you need blue circuits. You can actually get a fusion reactor, which makes a lot of heat. And then you need... I think they give you... Yeah, a fusion heat exchanger. And then you need... I think they give you a better... Don't they? Thought they did. Whatchamacallit? The turbine. I thought you got a better turbine at some point. Am I making that up? Well, there is this direct energy converter. It just takes the heat by aneutronic fusion and goes directly to electricity. So that's pretty great. But I thought there was a different kind of turbine. Yeah, high capacity steam turbine. There it is. It's just 10 times more. It's basically 10 in 1. Okay, you do need utility science for that, though. Yeah, maybe I needed to more than double these miners. Hey, we got a MOHO mine! Woo! Let's go plug it in. Because I kind of don't want nuclear to be good enough. You know, I kind of want to need the realistic fusion power, but... I guess if I do a lot of the advanced drills, I mean, they do require like 80 megawatts or something each in the later game. But let's go see what kind of iron we can get from one of these. Okay, where was this my iron patch? I think, yeah. It says 1.2 expected. There's so many confusing things happening. First of all, that says expected resources 1.2 a second. Then I place it. Now it says expected resources 5 a second. But then I use max rate calculator and it says expected resources 2 and 2. So there is all sorts of conflicting information here, which is really funny. Let's see what we actually get. To me, that looks like 2 a second. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then the productivity one gives it extra. Is it lagging? No, there's something wrong with, like, the sound file. It sounds like it's, like, glitching out. And you can even see the sprite is doing weird things. Am I out of power? What is happening here? That's very strange. I might take a screenshot of that. I don't feel like that's normal. Maybe it's because it's outputting too fast. Let's try that. See if that has any hangs. Ah, I think that was the issue. Okay, so I think my guess is that it is right about 5 a second. Yeah, the speed is 5, the mining speed is 5 per second, but because of the way these patches are, it's hard to tell. Like, they say a mining time of 1200%, so there's just a lot of confusing things going on here. And is the 5 per second before or after productivity? Because this can handle almost exactly 5 a second, and it looks like it's losing. Can I arrange it so that it would be 6 a second, and we can... That's worse. That's still 4.8. That's 5.22. There, 6.3. So if this is about matching... Let's see if it kind of... Yeah. I think it's right about 6 a second. Okay, cool. That's actually a decent amount of iron that we're getting added in here. I think I'm just going to do this. Yeah, I think it's 5 before productivity. So that will help a lot with iron. I think the different patches... Yeah, see, that one is mining time of 1800%. So that's going to only be, you know, I don't know, 3 point something a second. So I think the different types of resources are different mining time. Cool. Oh, that feels so good. Free resources. Although the problem is, of course, the, well, the fact that it takes 4 megawatts to run that, which is not cheap. Yeah, free, quote unquote, exactly. You know, because 4 megawatts is equivalent to over 40 electric mining drills. These do allow modules, though. I actually don't like that. I kind of want them to require the amount of power they require. I'm gonna restrict myself to not use efficiency. Because that feels, I don't know. That feels too cheap to just reduce the power by a ton. Yeah, infinite is not equal to free. I guess that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's so weird that it shows 2 a second when this shows 1.2 a second of each. Huh. I don't know exactly how that all works. But we also have some coal. We have a coal chunk up here, which will be nice. There's a wolframite patch here, which is half the speed, but still works. Now, I also am curious. It says it requires 10 water. And it looks like there is a water input on the MOHO mine, so I think it will require water. We've got a copper chunk, a couple lead chunks, 2 flake graphite chunks, tin. Tin is not run out yet. That's kind of surprising. 2 aluminum chunks. I don't think you get any deep patches from these, Dave. I think the deep patches just already exist. They're these deep core cracks that you need the advanced ones for. And those are very late game. But at least the MOHO mines will kind of help us with our small patch problems. So I do like that. And that's actually helping quite a bit with iron because we were very short on iron before. And that's helping a bit to bring it back up to a full belt. And then once I have 2 of these, I can do a second one, and that should get me the normal ones for deep mining. Oh, like when do I get the chunks? I just need the next type of drill. It's just called a deep core mining drill. So once I'll put that on the same thing the MOHO mine is on, and it will actually get the chunks out. So it's actually just a tech thing right now. Let's see if there's another one over there. There probably isn't. I don't think there's been enough iron. I'll just use the radar. The answer is no. Yeah, we need more iron. I'm gonna see if I can grab a few hundred and take it over. How likely do you get a patch after depleting ore? Aha, that's what you mean. I think it just depends on how big the patch is. I think they automatically generate from a certain amount of tiles. I don't quite know how it works. But it does seem like all the bigger patches have created at least 2 of the chunks. This coal patch only created 1, but it was a pretty small coal patch, so. And this one's almost gone too. Holy cow. And that one's only made 1. Oh, it is gone. Whole thing's gone. Yeah, there's a chance per ore tile, but there's also a minimum distance from each other. So you could have a 100% chance per ore tile, and they still wouldn't, like, spawn on top of each other. So if you did 100% per tile, then it would be purely dependent on just how big the patch is, more so than the richness. I kind of wish there was a way to say, like, if there was a certain richness, generate more, but just kind of space them out evenly. I don't know. I didn't grab any iron, did I? Nope, I just walked over here like a dingus. Yeah, so iron is the issue. Let's actually go grab some. And I also need concrete. We were talking about paving the world. I haven't really done that, so we should work on that a bit. And then let me actually start getting this. I guess we have 2 yellow belts. I don't need a red belt. Because I just want to get to 1 red belt of iron. Which would be very, very nice. Please tell me I have iron somewhere. I do. Oh, thank goodness. You know, I'm just actually going to transfer a lot of this into my storehouse here. And then I will grab some more for myself. And then what we need more often is a splitter there. And I should do output priority right on all of them. It doesn't know how much ore there was at the time it generates. Yeah, that makes sense. But there's no way to ever have known what it started as. Okay, that should help a lot with our iron problems, at least temporarily. And I will go feed some extra iron. Let's do one more here. Ooh, it's way out here. We have a very long bus. I feel like longer than I normally do. Okay, so we want lots of iron here. So we'll just let that slowly work its way in, and that'll get me some more MOHO mines. And we should put... What do they stack to? They stack to 25? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, over the course of time, having 25 MOHO mines is probably good. It feels like a lot more than I'll ever need. Maybe I'll just do 10 at a time. Oh, there it is, 10 at a time. Okay. Because, I mean, I only usually will use like 2 or 3 or 4 at one time, so 25 is a bit much. Cool. Cool, cool. What do these stack to? 50. So 100 of those in reserve. That's good. Nice. I like it. Got the second one going. We'll put that on iron, and then that will give me 12 more iron per second, which is quite a lot. And that will keep me going. I do like the concept of the mod. Balancing it, I'm sure, is a little tricky, because if it's too powerful, then you just never need anything after the first patch, and if it's too weak, you don't really feel like it's helping you. But this seems kind of good. Oh my gosh, we're almost out of iron down here. I didn't notice that. But we do have 3 deep core patches. So I think it's pretty well balanced, actually. It seems good to me because this is going to be 12 iron a second. This will be another 18. So together with the deep core, we're going to get a red belt worth, but we're still going to need more than that eventually. And so we'll have to branch out and get a whole new iron patch and then eventually turn those into MOHO mines. And so it feels reasonable to me. I also need more power. More power. Still inconsistent with whether I capitalize or not. Very nice. Yeah, maybe nuclear power would come after one more steam power. Not sure. Or even, how far away is the first power from fusion power? Do I need purple? I think I need this before I can do anything. And that. So yeah, purple science is the beginning. It looks like blue can get you an electrolyzer. You can start your deuterium loops. But that's it. So we will start researching nuclear power. Come on, buddy. One more mine. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, and then I need... I may still increase the power further. You know, I wasn't sure about how the balance would feel. I may bump it up to quadruple, actually. No, that seems like a lot. I may bump these up to triple, so these might be 6 megawatts each. 6 or 8. And then the higher tier ones, I'm going to quadruple them, which I had originally doubled. And I think that will actually require me to make a bunch of power. Because power is too easy in vanilla, I think. Alright, that goes into this. I actually think I only need one. I just want it on both sides of the belt, but I can just do this. And those should be the same rate, which max rate calculator doesn't know how to figure it out. Now we're low on power, which is horrible. Partially because of these drills. They are very... I don't know. 6 might break my base, but that's fine. We can do 6. We want a little bit of a challenge. This is a lot of iron for infinite flow. Okay, and then what we want is we want to upgrade all of this to red status. And then we want to copy 24, so copy 12 of them. That'll be at least 1.5 yellow belts worth. I guess we have room. Let's copy the whole thing. So that should be a yellow belt. Or a red belt, I mean, if we ever have enough ore for that. Cool. Yep, there it is. 30 a second. Awesome. Okay, and then the next one I will probably put on coal, just to get some extra power flowing. And look, some solid fuel's getting used. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, did I do the... Yeah, it is going to trains. It's going to take forever, though. I might manually need to drag all the coke out of trains. Otherwise, it'll take literally forever. But yeah, the solid fuel getting used is a nice extra touch. Because I assume we still need lubricant. I hope that's why that's happening. No. We did something wrong. Yep, we did something wrong. Because that should only be happening... Oh, we only want to be cracking light oil if we need petroleum in the first place. I think that's the condition I need to put there. Because right now, it's just cracking light oil always. But we only need to crack light oil if we don't have enough petroleum. So that means we don't crack light oil unless we have a shortage of petroleum. And then I think this will all work correctly. So essentially we have a pump here that only runs... Is that right? I am confusing myself now. So right now, what we want is light oil goes to petroleum until we have a certain amount, and then it doesn't. If lubricant is short and we have too much light oil, we want to turn light oil into solid fuel. So that's what this is. And then if lubricant is short and we have too much petroleum, then we want to turn petroleum into... But then we'll still be cracking light oil into petroleum and then petroleum into solid fuel, which is what I don't want. Ah! I think what my brain initially did was correct. Oh gosh. So what my brain was saying is don't feed the cracked light oil into here unless we need it. Yeah. Because I mean this also provides petroleum. And then as soon as we're short a little bit on petroleum, then we'll feed it into here. So yeah, I think that will work correctly. Only time will tell. But we'll try it. So this one will say if petroleum is less than 20,000, then that will actually run. Otherwise it won't. So yeah, I mean, first step is to use up the petroleum that comes out of here, and then eventually that'll run out, and we'll crack more as we need it. And then it'll start stocking up in here. The light oil will. And eventually that'll get full. And I guess here's the question. If light oil gets backed up, but lubricant isn't low, then it needs to crack into petroleum, and that will only flow if petroleum's low, which is good, because then if light oil is backed up, but petroleum has plenty, we don't need to crack it into petroleum. And then this always gets cracked into light oil eventually, if lubricant backs up. So I think we're good. I think this is all correct. Yeah, I think that'll work. And now that's stopped because we have enough petroleum. And then this light oil thing is going to fill up. And because we have enough lubricant, I'm hoping we never make solid fuel. Like, I want this to stop running. I don't want this to make solid fuel for no reason. That's just supposed to be a venting method so we can get lubricant going. We'll see if it works. In any case, how's our iron production looked since we got MOHO going? Yeah, look at that. So, you know, this was our new iron mine. You can see we established it, and we had 900 a minute. And then as we started running out of bits of it, it dropped down and dropped down. We were all the way down to 430 a minute. And now we are back up to 1.1k a minute, the most iron ore we've ever had. So that feels good. It looks like we've already blown through our entire stockpile that we added in. Oh, I need to upgrade all this to red belt. Whoops. Let me go do that. This is fine not being red because there's 2 belts, but before we get there, all the way up to here, we need to be red. Dave, you do need to vent things. If you want lubricant, you need to get rid of the petroleum and light oil. That is necessary. Because they can back up if you're using more lubricant than the other things. Because you can't just turn crude oil into heavy oil. Unless I'm forgetting something. Yeah. So you need to get rid of the light oil and petroleum to turn them into solid fuel so that you can get more heavy oil. I'm just saying I want solid fuel as a venting mechanism, not as something that constantly gets produced. Oh, this is beautiful. And this is... I guess it's technically still doing something. I don't really need these anymore though, so no, we're just gonna remove this. And then this is useless. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of this. And then we've got a bunch of gears. Let's see. I think I'll just put them in there for now, so we can grab those for a while. Well, and, you know, Dave, it's probably true that you end up being fine if you don't pay attention, but I have the habit, and just because of all the mod packs I've played, I never want things to be able to stall out because one of their outputs is backed up when you need the other output. So I don't ever design anything without that in mind nowadays. After things like Angels and Pynodons, it's possible that in this case it never would matter because I'd always use more petroleum and light oil anyway, and I would always have enough lubricant, but I don't want to chance it. Okay. So more iron is done, at least for now. We will need to put MOHOs down here pretty soon. There's only 23,000 left, so we'll need more power, more MOHOs, but at least for now, I think we're in a bit better shape than we were before. So I'm going to call it an episode there. So for those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next episode.